Hi, it's Leanne. Can I ask you a question? When you work at home, where do you work? Do you have a workspace that is uniquely yours? Or do you sit on the couch or at the dining room table or in a lazy boy chair with your laptop? If that's the case, try to keep an open mind because I want to give you a challenge to create a distinct workspace and see how it changes your approach to work and see how it helps you to be able to focus. Even if you work outside of your home, you probably have paperwork that you do at home that's just related to keeping your family and your household managed well. So it's good for us all to have a workspace at home, even if we have a job somewhere else. Now, it doesn't have to be fancy and it doesn't have to be expensive and it doesn't have to be traditional. So maybe you don't have a place for a separate office at home. You might have to be creative and use part of a room or a large stairway at a large landing at the top of the stairs, or maybe even a large closet that you can open the doors and put a desk in there. You might have to think it through and find a place that can be just yours. If you're using part of a room, you could probably section it off with a screen or something else to kind of divide the space so that you can have something that signifies this is my working space. And even if you can't find any space that you can use just for you for a workspace, there is another option. You could have a mobile workspace if you have a laptop. So what you would need is a large thin piece of wood, or even very strong cardboard might work, and you would use that and you would put your laptop and your regular supplies on that and you would take it to where you need to work. Now, why would you bother doing that? There's something about having a spot that's designated as your workspace that helps you get in the right frame of mind to work. So if you only go to that space when it's time to work, then you'll know it's not time to scroll through Facebook, it's not time to get in a long text message with someone, it's time to focus on work. And so that space is your signal to put on your work hat, as it were, and really focus on your projects. And then when it's time to leave, you can put that work hat aside and you can relax. A couple other tips for setting up a workspace. If it can be near a window, that is ideal because sunlight helps you to be energetic and feel happy and pleasant for working. If you can't be near a window, one thing you can do is use LED bulbs instead of regular light bulbs. They simulate daylight and make it very bright and very cheerful. Now, as far as your workspace furnishings, I would suggest instead of spending a lot of money, look through other rooms and find things that aren't needed. Look in the garage, look in the basement. You might find exactly what you need to set up a little workspace. So there's your challenge. If you don't have a workspace at home, I'm challenging you to set one up and then stake your claim. Say, this is my space. Nobody else is allowed to touch it. So I'm giving you permission to be selfish about your workspace. And then when you sit down to work, everything will be just the way you left it because nobody else will touch it. So if it's just as you left it, maybe I'd better give you one final tip. Make sure you tidy up your workspace at the end of each day because there's just nothing like starting your day in a workspace that is neat and uncluttered. It's an amazing feeling. If you like this time management tip about how to be more productive by having a specified workspace, then you're going to love my course bundle called Timekeeper's Essentials. And in Timekeeper's Essentials, you will learn how to optimize your schedule, your space, and your systems in 10 easy steps. If you're ambitious, you can go through the course in 10 days, and it will make an amazing difference in your level of productivity, the amount of work you can get done, or how quickly you can get your work done. So check it out now. It's worth $300, but for a limited time, it's only $47 US. And you can find out all the details at timekeepersacademy.com. See you next time.